You are welcome, everyone. In this video, we are going to be looking at exercises under indices. And the question we have here says we should solve for x such that 2 raised to the power of 2x squared plus 15x plus 7 equal to 1. So it's easy to see here that this problem is going to lead to quadratic equation. Solution. So we have 2 raised to the power of 2x squared plus 15x plus 7 close bracket everything equal to 1. So all I just need to do is make both the left hand side and the right hand side have the same base. So that means I'm going to be turning 1 to have base 2. So and how do I make 1 have base 2? Remember, anything raised to the power of 0 equal to 1. So which means if I write 2 raised to the power of 0 is also the same thing as what? As 1. So I'm going to be changing 1 to 2 raised to the power of 0. So we have 2 raised to the power of 2x squared plus 15x plus 7, everything equal to 2 raised to the power of 0. So we have the same base, then we equate the power. So we have 2x squared plus 15x plus 15x plus 7 equal to 0. So all we just need to do is solve this quadratic equation. So using factorization method, we have 7 and 2 will give us 14x squared. So we're going to be getting the two factors of 14 such that when you add or subtract, they are going to give you 15 here. So it's going to be 14 and 1. So we have 2x squared plus 14x plus x then plus 7 equal to 0. So from here now, we group them into 2, then we factorize. So we have 2x in the brackets x plus 7. Then between x and 7, 1 is common. So we have plus 1 into bracket x plus 7. Everything equal to 0. Of course, we have x plus 7, then 2x plus 1. Everything equal to 0. Either x plus 7 equal to 0 or 2x plus 1 equal to 0. That is either x equal to minus 7 or 2x equal to minus 1. So we already have x to be equal to minus 7. So or x equal to minus 1 over 2. So these are the values of x, minus 7 and minus 1 over 2. If you're having difficulty solving quadratic equation, I'll be posting videos on how to solve quadratic equations. At least you're going to be talking about all the methods apart from graphical methods, so that you get to know all methods. So in the video that I'll be posting, probably the next video, the next topic that I'll be doing is going to be quadratic equation. So if you are not, if you don't really know quadratic equation, just anticipate. So let's move to the second question that I'm about to solve today. So the question says solve 4 into bracket 3 raised to the power of x plus 1 minus 3 raised to the power of 2x equal to 27. So how do we go about this? Now when you see exponential equations like this, so you need to take note of certain things. Now in the first term that we have here, after 4 we have 3 raised to the power of x plus 1. So when you have stuff like this, all you need to do is split. And how do we split? 3 raised to the power of x plus 1 will be written as 3 raised to the power of x times 3 raised to the power of 1. So don't forget your law of indices. When you have the same base and multiplication, so you add the power. So I'm splitting back into 3 raised to the power of x times 3 raised to the power of 1. And at the same time, in your second term, 3 raised to the power of 2x, which is this, 3 raised to the power of 2x is the same thing as 3 raised to the power of x, then raised to the power of 2. Don't forget, when you have a raised to the power of b, all in bracket raised to the power of c, you multiply the power. It's going to give us a raised to the power of b times c. That's bc. And that's what I did here also. 3 raised to the power of 2x is written as 3 raised to the power of x, then raised to the power of 2 outside the bracket. And that's what I'm going to be doing for the both terms here. So we have 4 raised to the power 4 into brackets 3 raised to the power of x, then times 3 raised to the power of 1. So splitting, we have this. Then minus 3 raised to the power of x raised to the power of 2. Everything equal to 27. Of course, I'm still going to bring this 27 to the left hand side. So we are going to be having 3 is going to be multiplying 4 outside here. It becomes 12. So we have 12 into bracket 3 raised to the power of x minus 3 raised to the power of x, close the bracket, squared. Then minus 27, everything equal to 0. So from here, we can now say let p equal to 3 raised to the power of x. So we can easily get that done. So we can say let p to be equal to 3 raised to the power of x, such that our equation becomes 12p. It is 12 times 3 raised to the power of x, but 3 raised to the power of x is now p. So it becomes 12p minus 3 raised to the power of x is p. So that's going to be p squared now. P raised to the power of 2. Then minus 27. Everything equal to 0. Of course, I can rearrange everything by saying p squared minus 12p plus 27 equal to 0. That is, those ones that are having negative becomes positive, while those ones that are having positive becomes negative. So minus p squared becomes p squared. In that case, it means 12p will become minus 12p, and minus 27 would become plus 27. So with this, we can solve the quadratic equation. Now let's quickly solve the quadratic equation using same factorization method. So we have p squared multiplying 27 is going to be 27p squared. What are the factors of 27 such that when you add them together, it's going to give us minus 12. So the factors of 27 giving us minus 12 is going to be, I'm going to be using minus 9 and minus 3. Because minus 9 minus 3 is going to give us minus 12 at the middle. And minus 9 times minus 3 is going to give us plus 27. So we have p squared minus 9p minus 3p plus 27 equal to 0. And of course, we have p is common. So we have p into bracket p in p squared. That's p minus p in 9p. That's 9. Then minus 3 in bracket minus 3 in minus 3p. Then be p. Then minus 3 in plus 27 is going to be minus 9 also, because plus and minus is going to give us negative. So everything equal to 0. So from here we have p minus 9, then p minus 3 equal to 0. So that either p minus 9 equal to 0 or p minus 3 equal to 0. That means p equal to 9 or p equal to 3. Now when p is equal to 9, we have to recall that our p is 3 raised to the power of x. So recall that p is equal to 3 raised to the power of x. So you have to put back the value. So when p equal to 9, it means 3 raised to the power of x equal to 9, because p is also 3 raised to the power of x. So then we have 3 raised to the power of x equal to, I have to make 9 to have 3 raised to the power of 2, because 9 is the same thing as 3 raised to the power of 2. Then x equal to 2 here. And when when p equal to 3, you know we have two values for p. One is 9 and the other one is 3. So we have solved when p equal to 9. We were able to get that x equal to 2. Now when p equal to 3, that means 3 raised to the power of x equal to 3. That's 3 raised to the power of 1 and 2. So equating the powers, x equal to 1. So therefore x equal to 2 or x equal to 1. So we have 2 or 1 as our answers. And that's how you go about this. So like, share, and anticipate for more videos. You are great.